If you want to lock apps with Fingerprint on Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, then what you can do is you can use the private space, because unfortunately there is no dedicated option or feature or setting that would allow you to just simply lock an app and set up the fingerprint. So what you can do is we can use the search bar on the top and we can type private space. So this is the quickest way to actually start setting it up. So we're gonna tap on setup in the bottom right corner, and after that you will be asked to sign into a Google account. And the reason why we do this, or why you might want to do this, is because Private Space has its own Play Store. I mean, it looks the same, but whatever you install in the Private Space is completely separated from everything that you have outside of the phone. So over here we're gonna press on Got It, and then we have the sign-in page. Of course, if you want to, you can skip that by choosing skip in the bottom left corner, but I'm gonna sign into my Google account. So once you sign in, you need to choose who will be using this device. I'm gonna choose that I will be using this device, and then we need to agree to Google Terms of Service. And finally, after that, we can set up with the password. So you have two options. You can either use the same password that you use for the screen lock, and I believe this also includes the fingerprint that you have set up on your phone, or we can create a new password and set up the fingerprint again just for the private space. So let's say I'm gonna choose the new lock. Over here I'm gonna enter the password to my lock screen on the phone, and now we can choose the password type that we wish to use, and all of these options include fingerprint setup as well. So let's say I'm gonna set up a simple PIN code first. Let's use a code. There we go. Let's go next and then re-enter the password and confirm, and then we need to set up the fingerprint. So I'm gonna press start, and I'm just gonna set up my finger. So we do exactly the same thing as we did with the fingerprint when we set it up for our smartphone in general. There we go. And of course, once it is done, we should be able to proceed. Of course, try to scan it from many different angles possible, so that in the future you don't have any issues with unlocking the phone. You can also use these tips and suggestions that we can see on the screen. So make sure that it is set up properly. There we go, and let's press done. All right, and that should be it. We should be good to go. There we go, we are all set. So let's press done in the bottom right corner. At the bottom of the app drawer, we have the private space. We can tap on this lock in order to unlock it, and as you can see, we can use our fingerprint that we just scanned. And then we need to install the app that we want to lock. So even if you already have the app installed on your phone, you still have to install it again by opening the Play Store. And the reason is, like I said, because we have separate data inside the private space. So in my case, I'm going to install WhatsApp, and whenever I will try to access the WhatsApp that I install over here in private space, I will have to unlock the private space, of course. If I lock the private space, there is no way for me to actually open it. So I need to unlock it with my fingerprint, of course. I can do that. And then we can access all these apps that we have installed in the private space. A little bit of a downside, because if you try to move data from, well, or actually if you try to move an app into the private space, it is not possible to do so. You have to install it and set it up again from the beginning. And that's pretty much it. You can also find some additional settings by tapping on this setting icon over here on the left side, right next to the lock. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe.